So welcome to the channel, guys. Today we are going to see, let me open our workspace first. Yeah, so today we are going to see what we are going to understand some things, like we are going to see all the tools available here in a one go. Okay, so for that we are going to select the plane, go for the sketch. Okay, now as we have seen in previous some videos that we have used different tools in different manners. We are going to see which tool does what thing. Okay, so for starting with the line tool. Okay, or we can just start with something which we call a unit. If we go on this bottom right corner, we can see here the mmgs. Okay, these are some standard units just like mks, cgs, mmgs, ips. So we use generally in mmgs, that means millimeter, gram and seconds. Okay, in this SolidWorks we can use also in mks, meter kilogram per second, or cgs, centimeter gram seconds, but we use generally in mmgs. Okay, so today we are going to see each and every tools present here. Okay, so first we are going for the line tool. We have already seen what the sketch part do, what we have what planes are there in. So starting with the line tool, we have three types of line here. The first one is line, second one is center line, and third one is midpoint line. So going with the line part, just line tool is simply used for making lines. Okay, now if we go for the center line, we have seen that center line we use center line as a axis or as a reference line for that. And one thing more I forgot to tell you all about that. If we are using the line tool or center line tool, we place first point, we place the second point, but still it is not completed. It is showing us to take a third point or fourth point. If you want to get exit from it, just press ESC key, the escape key. Okay, now we are going for the midpoint line. So the midpoint line basically does what is, if we place this the first point, it makes a midpoint of it, and it will go on both sides equally. Okay, just like this, as you can see that. So the midpoint line is used for going from one point to in both the direction. Okay, now we have seen the all 3 points of, three lines, three types of line. We are going for the rectangle. So there are 5 types of rectangle in here. So for the rectangle part, what we are going to see first is the corner rectangle. The corner rectangle is a simple rectangle which we use in general, that place a point and the second point the rectangle is made through. And for the second, the center rectangle does what is, when we place a point and then start drawing the rectangle, it will what we can say that it will generate a equally shaped rectangle in both sides. Okay, in top, bottom, right, left, in both sides. Okay, the third is the 3-point corner rectangle. 3-point corner rectangle does what is, we place first point, we place second point, and we place third point, the rectangle is made on these 3 points. Okay, for the fourth rectangle, we can see that the 3-point center rectangle. 3-point center rectangle, what does it do? When we place a point here, it will show us a line. Okay, then we place a second point, then it starts taking the third point for the making the rectangle. Okay, that means it forms a triangular shaped rectangle or equally distributed rectangle in top and bottom part only. Okay, so we have seen all the 4. Now the last one is the parallelogram. The parallelogram is simply, we know that the parallelogram are equally distributed rectangle, we can say that, but we can cast it on angles too. So for the parallelogram, if we just simply give a point, second point, it will start making a parallelogram of that 2 points. Okay, so if we place like this, the parallelogram is made. Now we have to clear this screen because it's almost full, or we can just simply zoom out to get some more spaces. Let's, okay, sorry, what I'm doing. Yeah, now what we can do, just press control and send middle mouse button and slide to the right. Now we can we have seen the two tools. For the third tool is the straight slot or the slotting tool. The slotting tool, we have the four type of slotting tools. The straight slot tool, from which we can draw two points and draw a slot in it, in which we have a rectangular shape and two arc shape. Okay, for the second type of that is center point straight slot. Center point straight slot, what does it do? It's like the middle point line, this one, middle point line. Okay, so what we do, just just place a point and draw a equally distributed line. Okay, and then if we uh, drag the mouse to the bottom or the top, it will make a slot from it. Okay, for the third one, that is 3-point arc slot. The 3-point arc slot, what does it do? Just make an arc. Okay, and now the third point will be given here. Okay, now what we will see, this will draw a arc slot. That means the arc type slot, it is curved in shape. Okay, we can also take the dimensions here, like this one, it has a radius of this. Also this one's radius we this one's radius we can take, and this one's too. Okay, so these are the slotting parts. Now the third one is center point arc slot. Okay, for the third center point arc slot, we can select 1 point, 2 point, and we can draw this like this, and the arc will be drawn on this line as like the first one, like this. Okay, so all four arc parts are done. Now we can just escape this, zoom out, and we can slide it to the right. For the fourth tool, that is the circle, we have two type of circle. The first one is just draw a circle, simple circle, and the second one is the perimeter circle, in which we draw the perimeters of the circle. That means, just imagine I have placed a 1 point which is coinciding with the arc of the circle. Okay, the second point, and we can now draw the similar circle of that arc. Okay, doesn't mean that we cannot define the radius of that. As you can see that the radius is changing with the third point. Okay, we have given the third point, the circle is made now. Now for the that's all for the I think circle. Yeah, there is only two types. Now the third one is the arc tool, that is center point arc, tangent arc, and 3-point arc. There are three types of arc in the SolidWorks. The center point arc, what does it do? Just place a point, second point, and third point, the arc is drawn. The for tangential arc, we have to select a point. Okay, just like we have drawn this arc, we have to select a tangential for that arc to be drawn. So for that we have this type of, okay, that means this point can draw an arc over this place, or like this point can draw an arc over this place. Okay, that's only the use of that. Okay, and the third one is the 3-point arc. That means the first point, the second point and the third point, wherever you want to place that, there's the 3-point arc. Okay, now the I think 3 to 5, and the sixth one is the polygon tool. For the polygon tool, let me just zoom out and slide it to the right. For the polygon tool, we can draw, just simply click one point and draw polygon. Okay, now the polygon has the 6 sides. We can define it by giving the sides over here, and one thing more, we can only give up to 40 sides to this polygon. Okay, in practical uses we can draw more than 40 or uh, sides for a polygon, but in the SolidWorks we can only define up to 40 polygon sides for the polygon. Let's see, after that it makes a circle. Okay, so if we zoom in here, we can see that the polygon has made with the sides, 40 sides. Okay, after that if we increase this, actually it will not take like that, but if we wish to draw 41 sides, I think, just a minute, and if we go for the polygon, let's go like this. If we want to draw 50 or 52 points, it will automatically get to the 40, because there is it cannot draw more than 40 sides in a polygon. So for if we take for 8, it will draw a 8-sided polygon. Okay, that's all the for the polygon tool. Okay, now what we have to see, the spline tool. The spline tool have 3 type of spline tool. Okay, the first one is this simple spline tool that will draw as you want, spiral, straight line, whatever you want to draw with a spline tool, it can draw. Now for the second one, that is the style spline. Style spline, what does it do? Just simply see, it will show you the angle, the different as we draw graphs like the graph, it will show the style of that. Okay, and then the third one is equation driven curve. Equation driven curve is, it's for the mathematical part of the SolidWorks. Okay, you have to define an equation in that, and it will draw a curve from the point, the first point and the second point, it will draw between them. Okay, I will not going to tell draw a curve with the equation right now, we will see it later. Okay, now for the eclipse part, let me just zoom out. Wait a minute. For the eclipse, there are 4 types of eclipse. Okay, the first one is center eclipse, that is like this, we can draw a eclipse from this. Okay, the second one is partial, and now we can draw arc like shape eclipse. Okay, the third one is parabola, which we know that if we go like this, it will automatically draw the parabola like structure, or if we go for the small one, it will draw a parabola shape. Okay, now the fourth one is conic. That means if we place 2 points and just drag it like this, it will make a conic shape. Okay, and the last but not the least is the sketch fillet, for which we have to draw a rectangle first. Let me go for the corner rectangle, and let me draw a rectangle over here. So if I zoom on this corner and go for the fillet, or there are 2 type of fillets, the one is the fillet and the second another one is chamfer. For the fillet, if we select this point, this side and this side, we can draw fillet over here. Sorry, let me select it again. Entities to fillet, entities to fillet. That means we have to select the entities to fillet. Okay, why it is not taking 10 mm? Or we can go for like this. You can see this, it's very small in shape. We can increase by giving it like 100 times. Yeah, now you can see that it's making a curve from this side to this side. Okay, if we press OK, it will cut in that shape. Now if I go for the chamfer part, let us draw a chamfer over this side. Here we have to select this point, sorry, this side and this side. It will automatically cut a chamfer. If you want to increase the size of the chamfer, just go for there and press whatever the size you want to put into it. Or if it doesn't take from there, just go for here and double click it. Our box will appear and press whatever size you want. It will automatically take like this. Okay, and the chamfer is done. So let me zoom out it. Okay, now all of these are done. Here is a one point tool and a text tool. Point tool just gives us a point. Okay, wherever you want a point, just give us a pointer. Okay, and for the this text tool, we have to, even we can draw like this, and if we select this line, now if we write something here like this, solid works, it will be drawn over here. Let me zoom in. Where does it go? Let's go select this line, go for this, type a letter. Okay, make it bolder like this. Okay, centralize. Why doesn't it taking? I didn't understand. Okay, let me draw a line here. Okay, now if I go for this over here, will it take? Let us see. Why is not taking? Maybe the size of that will be so small that we are not able to see that. You already have. Yeah, see here, it is written over here. Okay, whatever you want to type, it will take with SP. Okay, if we go for this, we can customize it like this. It will go on for the center part. Let me drag it here. Where does it go? Yeah, see, bold, italic, bold, italic, uh, upside down, reverse order. These are some tools which are given in this. Okay, so basically we have seen these. Okay, Now we are going for the trim entities, convert entities, offset entities. Okay, so I think that's all for today. We will be seeing these in the next video. Okay, bye bye.